Hey, how's everybody doing? Today I'll be going over what critics thought about each movie in the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. With a recent announcement of a live-action remake, it'll be interesting to see how these scores compare. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Is How to Train Your Dragon loved by movie critics? How to Train Your Dragon is a 2010 action animation adventure, and it's definitely one of DreamWorks' most popular animated franchises, from merchandise to spin-off series to an array of sequels. I'd say the movie studio is definitely satisfied with how this one performed. The original How to Train Your Dragon features likable characters, a unique setting and storyline, and memorable emotional moments. This got me wondering how high this movie scored with the critics, and on Rotten Tomatoes it gets a 99% critic score and a 91% audience score. 99% certified fresh critic score is impressive, and the critics seem to be impressed with how good the animation was for 2010. Let me know, what did you think about the original How to Train Your Dragon? Was How to Train Your Dragon 2 loved or hated by movie critics? How to Train Your Dragon 2 is a 2014 fantasy adventure animation starring Jay Baruchel and Cate Blanchett. With the incredible success of the first movie, a sequel made sense, and it did not leave fans or critics disappointed. With an upgrade in animation, consistently deep and interesting storytelling, and the overall scenes and location that this movie travels to, puts this one up there with the original. On Rotten Tomatoes, How to Train Your Dragon gets a 92% critic score and a 90% audience score. The critic consensus says that it's exciting, beautifully animated, and it builds on the original successes. That being said, what do you think about How to Train Your Dragon 2, and do you like it more than the original? Did How to Train Your Dragon 3 meet expectations? How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World is a 2019 fantasy adventure animation starring Jay Baruchel and America Ferrera. Typically, when movies get to the third installment in their franchise, it's hard to keep the quality up throughout, whether if that reflects in the critic rating or just the overall viewing experience. It seems like How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World has achieved this. On Rotten Tomatoes, it gets a 90% critic score and an 87% audience score, slightly lower but consistent ratings with the other movies, and it seems once again that the animation is up to par, the voice acting stays consistent, and the critic consensus reflects this opinion, saying, "The rare trilogy capper that really works, How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World brings its saga to a visually dazzling and emotionally affecting conclusion." If you're DreamWorks, I don't think you could ask for a better result.